disease of ignorance of morbid minds, enthusiasm of the free and buoyant. Education and free discussion are the antidotes of both. This was said by Thomas Jefferson. Today, the negative will argue on why the control over New York City public schools should not be given to the local Board of Education and should remain under Mayor Bloomberg's administration. We will provide evidence to show that Mayor Bloomberg's administration provides a better education than a decentralized system for our New York City public school students. Our value premise is the value of education, the antidotes of both ignorance and morbid minds. It is very crucial for our society. It is very crucial to our society because without this antidote of education, New York City would be complete chaos and lead to a future no town, city, state, or country would want. The term education is defined to us as a tool to prepare students to complete primary and secondary schools, also to be ready for college. The terms chaos and future in our value premise is defined in our arguments as an outcome of leadership to come for our society years ahead. Without our future leaders having an education, how will they know how to run our society? If we learn anything from the book Lord of the Flies, we know that a bunch of children without the completing of an education, building a government within themselves is in a lost island led to greed, lost morality, and deaths. This is not where we want New York City to be. Our contention goes as follows. Why is Bloomberg's administration better for New York City? Well, he provides a better educational system for our New York City public school students. Let's look at the two systems. A decentralized system like the Board of Education that the affirmative is trying to come up with. In 1967, there was a change between a centralized system, which was in control by the mayor, decided to change from in 1968, it decided to change from a centralized system to a decentralized system, which is something like the Board of Education. It resulted from the belief that community-based school boards would provide an opportunity for the community to take a more active and meaningful role in schools and permit the development of education policies that more closely related to the needs and goals of the community. This was taken from Fordham Urban Law School. And now let's look at mayoral control, I guess. Under Mayor Bloomberg's administration, there was a Department of Education. In this Department of Education, which is under Mayor Bloomberg's umbrella, there's Chancellor Dennis and Walcott, who leads the department in conjunction with the leadership team, which is a bunch of people that help Dennis Walcott out. The Panel for Educational Policy, which each borough leader gets a chance to assign, and the Community and Citywide Education Councils. This body here from the Department of Education are basically the community and parents who are active. So what I'm trying to say is that under Mayor Bloomberg's administration, we have the community participating, and not only that, but there's more to offer. We have professional roles to conquer the many problems that our education system faces. My second contention is accountability. With so many people under a Board of Education, who will be accountable to anything? It will take a long while to see where a problem starts and take even longer to find a solution. Our students do not have this time to waste. Mayor Bloomberg fought for mayoral control in New York City public schools. When he did, he mentioned a term of accountability. This means that the mayor will be accountable for anything done wrong. He knew that New York City public schools were in danger and that getting the perfect solution would not come overnight. Here are a few mistakes that he managed to quickly correct. The assignment of Kathy Black. He immediately replaced her with a more suitable person to be Chancellor of the Department of Education. The second is graduation. Graduates of New York City public schools enter college without its preparation for it, as the affirmative brought out. However, Mayor Bloomberg is taking action to this. And that leads me to my third contention, which is the preparation for college. This was taken out of an article from Center of an Urban Future. The article is called Mobility Makers. It was written in November 2011. It was stated that a considerable energy is now going into effectively preparing high school students for post-secondary enrollment. New York City schools are in the process of transitioning to the Common Core standards, which means a set of competencies in math, reading, and writing that align with college entrance standards. This energy is the work of both the Department of Education and CUNY, that's called CUNY Collaborative Programs. Why is CUNY relevant? It's relevant because 2/3 of our New York City public school student graduates go to CUNY colleges. These programs not only help students meet the educational standards for college levels, but they give the students a chance to be a step ahead and not a step behind as was found in the past in a decentralized system. So how much time do I have?
You still got a little bit over 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Since we can talk about graduation rates, since affirmative feels that Mayor Bloomberg is not really doing a good job. In 1994, the graduation rate happened to be 44.3%. In 2005, the Department of, and this was said in the New York Times, in the Department of Education, they had statistics saying that in 2005, the graduation rate was still at 40%. And by the time it became 2009, after Mayor Bloomberg took control in 2002, it raised up to almost 60%. So what does that tell you? That he's actually trying to do something. Also, they talked on the affirmative spoke on focusing for our students, and they said that, I believe it was representatives and district leaders, and I'm guessing legislators, I don't know, they also have to look at campaigning. And their campaigning and re-election comes way before the mayor does. So mayors don't even have to worry about campaigning until after 4 years, where leaders and everything mainly have to do like 2 years or so. I'm not really sure about the district leaders. In closing, looking at our arguments, Mayor Bloomberg is obviously searching and continues searching for the perfect solution to give our New York City public school students the education they deserve to serve us adults in the future. We compared a decentralized system to our current system and found that our current system provides more professional advisement and help for our students. With the power of accountability, we know where our problem lies, and it can be solved sooner than later. Mayor Bloomberg is not trying to dictate the system. He works with others and provides our students help to prepare them for college. College is an important role for which it leads to education for our young adults and give them a better anecdote for education to help prepare them for the real world. Hence, it gives us New Yorkers a future with leadership that conquers ignorance and morbid minds.
Still got 10 seconds.
Sorry?
Hence, centralized system over decentralized all day.
You got 5 seconds.
5 seconds, darn.